Right here tonight at 5 o'clock, here's what's happened. Brand new since we were last with you. Kentuckiana is now under a winter storm warning for the weekend. And we are showing you the latest timing and snow totals. More than 10 inches of snow on the way from Metro Louisville. Thank you for joining us here. I'm Doug Proffitt.
And I'm Connie Leonard. Due to the forecast, Jefferson County Public Schools are already making the call to cancel all athletic events, practices, and extracurricular activities scheduled for the weekend.
Already, everybody looking ahead.
Yep.
Our chief meteorologist, Mallory Schnell, was the first to show you the projected totals last night on the night team at 11 o'clock. And Mallory, I remember when you put those out, you were saying 8 to 10
Whoa.
plus.
That plus was key. So if you are in the Louisville metro area, that range has included now to, or improved or increased, is the word I'm looking for, to 10 to 14 inches of snowfall. And I'll have that snow map coming up in about 15 minutes here. But yes, all of us outside of the northern tier of counties here included in this winter storm warning. And that's a natural step above that winter storm watch that was issued yesterday. So this is in place from Saturday morning through Monday morning because we are expecting significant snowfall from this system. And even our southern counties, if the snow totals aren't quite as high, we could have more sleet, freezing rain, mix, and icy mess down closer to the Tennessee border. But take a look at the scope of this system here. So purples, pinks, this blue color, these are winter weather advisories, winter storm watches, winter storm warnings. The light blue, this is for extremely cold temperatures off to our north. So that is going to come into play with the Arctic high that's going to sink into here tomorrow and drop our temperatures. Your weekend forecast on Saturday, that snow arriving throughout the day, lighter snow showers midday and into the afternoon, picking up in intensity Saturday evening into Saturday night with highs only in the teens. That snow continues throughout much of our Sunday with a wintry mix now expected along and south of the parkways. We'll really time that out for you coming up in our extended forecast. But right now, certainly the calm before the storm. As we take a live look from our Hughes and Coleman UVal health camera, temperatures are in the 30s to right around 40 degrees in the Louisville metro area. So a nice day to get out, get those groceries, prepare for the weekend ahead. Expect a quiet evening and night with lows dropping down into the 20s. A very cold day tomorrow, and then we have that weekend winter storm. We'll talk much more about the timing and the potential snowfall totals. That's coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
All right, talking about the groceries, the parking lot at my store was packed at 11 a.m. Talking to some other store owners, they've been busy since yesterday. Well, we're looking for a little lighter snow in southern Indiana.
Well, a little bit. It didn't stop hardware stores, of course, in Jeffersonville from selling out of salt, kerosene, and heaters. But our Ian Hardwick and photojournalist Connie Offit hear that restocking is coming back tomorrow.
And they're joining us live now where it is a sunny, cool day. Hard to believe we've got a major winter storm on the way. And so how are people reacting in southern Indiana to what they're seeing, Ian, with the snow totals for southern Indiana?
Doug, they're treating it like they're going to get the same amount of snow as some of those southern counties, stocking up on heaters and shovels today. And Doug, the streets department is really asking people to take a look here, move some of their vehicles that are on these side streets as the plows come through. That's going to make them work in a really tight area. You'll see some of these main streets cleared first, like Chestnut and Spring Street, where we're at right now. They have promised to come to some of those neighborhood streets, unlike Louisville, but that's only when the snow stops falling, as we found today. Salt and water should keep Jeffersonville streets from icing over. Starting Saturday afternoon, snow will fall as quickly as it's plowed, says Street Commissioner Kevin Moreland.
It's going to be not a sprint, it's going to be a marathon.
3 separate crews will rotate shifts for constant coverage throughout the weekend.
The last minor snowstorm we had, I followed our snow trucks down one lane, and by the time we came back the other side, it was already covered over.
Moreland has enough salt. Hoosier Hardware sold out. Still plenty of bladed snow shovels, but 300 salt bags went out the door by noon.
Oh yeah, stairs, everything.
But owner Tom Dinsford restocked by lunchtime.
It's kind of been a tradition for years because we go get White Castles while we're running back and forth.
A new tradition, the shop's been open 103 years. Some Hoosiers have come to Hoosiers nearly their whole life.
Whatever I needed, I could probably get it here.
That's Harold Maltzby, loyal customer since 1948. He tapped out the 500-gallon kerosene tank out back. Another 500 gallons is scheduled to arrive Friday.
Whew, it freezes me to death.
Maltsby's thinking ahead. Single-digit temperatures come Monday. Moreland hopes you stay home if you can.
Watch movies, watch Netflix, and spend time with the family and let us do our work.
And Moreland says it's especially important for you to move that car out of the street and into your driveway if you're in one of those tighter neighborhood streets. Again, they won't get around to those until the snow actually stops falling. Live in Jeffersonville, Indiana, I'm Ian Hardwitt for WHAS 11 on your side.
All right, thank you, Ian. And moving now to the impacts at the airport. An SDF spokesperson says that right now flights for the weekend are on time.
You may get out of Louisville okay, but the rest of the country is going to be a mess. She expects, though, that to change quickly here in the coming days for that very reason. Now, just using American Airlines as an example, look at this map. American Airlines already issuing travel alerts for dozens of airports from New Mexico over to Washington, D.C.
And those alerts are for some here in Kentucky, too, including Louisville and Lexington. WHAS 11's Alexandra Goldberg has the story on how the storm is affecting SDF.
Ladies and gentlemen, baggage from Delta Airlines.
I'm glad that I didn't try to come back on a Saturday or something like that. That would have been miserable.
Anxiety.
Travelers at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport are getting in their last-minute travel before a mighty winter storm.
It's actually, I think, the perfect day to go, like the calm before the storm.
SDF spokesperson Natalie Shadowan says travelers should prepare for delays, but she does not expect the airfield to close for passenger planes or UPS cargo.
Cargo partners may have different standards when flying versus passenger airline carriers. So our airfield remaining open is crucial to the global supply chain systems.
Airport snow teams are prepared with 9 MB2 snow plows, equipped with 24-foot plows, 22-foot snow brooms, and an air blast system that can go up to 400 miles per hour.
It cuts clearing our taxiways and our runway by about half compared to the equipment we had previously.
2 snow teams will work alternating 12-hour shifts, and depending on conditions, staff will pre-treat runways with a brine solution.
I was supposed to stay until Sunday, going from here to Lexington tomorrow, and then we saw the weather about the storm and decided to cancel and just leave today before it all headed this way.
Flyer Melissa Simpson says she's getting out while she still can.
I don't want to hang out at the airport for multiple days waiting for a flight out.
I flew in today from Atlanta, Georgia. Plan on flying back tomorrow. That's the plan.
William Evans is heading south tomorrow. He says his return flight is what he's worried about.
No contingency plan. I don't plan on renting a car, so I guess I'll find a seat and camp out.
Traveler Devin McDonough is home and hunkering down in Louisville for the storm.
I think we've done better in years recently on snow, so hopefully that trend continues, especially after last year. I hope that the city's a lot more prepared.
As snowfall totals become more clear, so will flight itineraries. In Louisville, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS 11 on your side.
Well, the airport spokesperson said in 2019, the airport authority invested nearly $14 million in winter weather equipment.
She adds an airline might decide to proactively cancel or delay a flight if they see a substantial forecast, which we have now, so monitor your flight status for sure. The winter storm is also prompting American and Delta Airlines to waive their change fees for you over the next few days, giving travelers a chance to rebook before the storm arrives. What this means, they're going to offer you a refund if your flight is canceled or significantly changed due to the significant winter storm.
Travelers flying American Airlines in Louisville and Lexington can change flights with no change fees if they are scheduled between January 23rd and 25th. Rebooking is allowed through next Wednesday, January 28th, as long as you keep the same cities and cabin class. And as the snow starts coming down on Saturday, we will be bringing you coverage all weekend long to make sure that you and your family stay safe. Continuous weather coverage begins at 3 p.m. Saturday. Download our streaming app on your smart TV now to watch.
And you can always stay in touch with us now. Can't watch us while we're streaming? Stay up to date with any forecast updates, and you can watch every single WHAS 11 newscast live on the WHAS 11 mobile app. That's where we'll also send you a very important weather update straight to your cell phone. It's free to download from your app store.
Well, in other news tonight, Louisville Codes and Regulations removed the first illegal donation bin in a strip mall parking lot off of Dixie Highway this afternoon. The city says whoever is operating these bins does not have a permit. Codes and Regs plans to pick up dozens of these bins over the next couple of weeks, and they do have to give the owners an opportunity to claim them.
But we're certainly looking into not just where they're coming from, but what's done with them as well. And as you heard Councilwoman Bass talk about, we are concerned that they are part of some criminal operation.
Now, the city says that there is one company called Main Source Trading Company that legally operates 4 donation bins in the city. They estimate there could be over 100 illegal bins, though, in the city.
Right here, others top stories we're following tonight with a potential impact here in Louisville. Selling and crushing the cars of people who are caught street racing. Well, proposed legislation is once again back in front of lawmakers in Frankfort after failing to pass in the last General Assembly. Street racing and street takeovers became a huge issue in Louisville just a few summers ago. Now, the former mayor of Shively, Beverly Chester Burton, who is a Democratic Kentucky representative now, has filed another attempt to toughen penalties for street racers who are caught. Her bill increases fines up to $1,000 for the first offense and mandatory vehicle impoundment. It also allows confiscated cars to be sold at auction or crushed. Money from cars that are sold would go to Crime Victims Compensation Board.